the age of social media, AI, high tech, it can be terrifying to express ourselves, to be one of a kind. Most people much of the time want to be like other people because it feels safer, easier, more simple, or more straightforward, less scary. But the thing about me and the thing about you is that you already are a one of a kind. You already are a divine original. There already is nobody else like you in all the world. And you're here to express that divine originality in all the ways that it comes out. Our creativity is wasted if we're just trying to imitate or copy or be like other people, because there's a way you have of expressing things that the world needs. And that seems like a cliche, but it's 100% true. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. It is Sam from thesamanthawild.com, and I am so happy that you're here with me today. Mwah! Big kisses to my subscribers, new and old. And please don't forget, give a thumbs up. That matters. And subscribe. Hit that red button. You can hit the notification bell so you'll know every time a video comes out. This is a place which you really will find beauty and inspiration for you to express yourself as you are. And I got to tell you, I really have the experience that there's a lot of influence in the world for us to not express ourselves as we are. And speaking of self-expression, if you've been on this channel for a while or you know me, you're probably thinking, what's up with your hair? That's right, folks. I got bangs. I am still getting used to them, and I think they're really fun, and I really wanted a change. And sometimes that's just a good thing to do. So if you're wondering why I look that way, that's why I look that way. And I want to share with you, in the spirit of divine originality, this new boho patchwork scarf that's in my shop at thesamanthawild.com. And this is made from upcycled fabrics, which is to say fabrics are probably on their way to the landfill. Even when we're giving things to Goodwill or Salvation Army, we're imagining people use them, most of that stuff actually does not get used. And a lot of it gets shipped overseas, where it just becomes a garbage dump. Our problems being shipped for other people. So recycling, repurposing fabric is really an amazing thing to do. And it's delightful to me that I could do that and end up with something as joyful and unique and original as this piece. Anyhow, let's talk about you for a moment, and you being a one of a kind. The thing is, you know, it'd be nice to know how to be one of a kind. I can remember when I first started on YouTube years and years ago, I asked a big YouTuber, relatively big, much bigger than me YouTuber, who was like a mommy YouTuber, what was her secret to success? And you know what she said to me? She said, just be yourself. Well, I have to tell you, I've always just been myself on YouTube, and it's not necessarily the formula for success on YouTube. I think there are 110 other things that you probably have to do. But in terms of living our lives, it is really a good piece of wisdom. And in terms of you as an artist and a creator, both creating whatever kind of art you make and also creating your life, it's really the most important thing, not simply because it brings us health and healing to express genuinely and authentically, but because actually the world really needs genuine and authentic expression. I mean, the whole art AI thing is a perfect example of that. People, just think about junior high, right? Where everybody imitates one another. I can remember myself being in junior high, and now I have 3 teenagers and 3 more up and coming kids who are going to go through that, where all you want to do is conform and be like other people. But the reason we feel the pressure to conform and be like other people is because actually no two people are exactly alike. I have 6 children, so in my own little case study, I have the opportunity to see how incredibly original each person is. And you are a divine original. Even if you're sitting on your couch and you've been sitting there for the past year and a half and you haven't done a single creative project and you have no idea what to do with your life. Sometimes when we start creating, we need the kind of courage and bravery that overcomes the thoughts in our mind, like it's not going to be beautiful, nobody will like it. The most important person to like the things that you create and make is you. And that goes for your scarf, or your pottery, or your painting, as well as for your life and your life decisions. Now, of course, I'm coming to you not just as a sustainable art weaver and as a mother of 6, but somebody who was ordained more than 25 years ago as an interfaith minister. And I've been working in ministry and spiritual counseling, and I've been a yoga teacher for 25 years. And so really, to me, the source, the origin of our creativity and our healing and our spirituality is the same place. Our destination might be really different, but that origin, that beginning point is the same. And we all want to draw from that place in order to be able to draw from it really, truly, to get the rewards from our creativity, to get the rewards from our spirituality. We have to start at that baseline of knowing that we, in fact, are totally and completely original. And I mean, not to bring in every cliche in the world, but we can talk about butterflies, and we can talk about snowflakes, and we can talk about fingerprints. And those are all beautiful examples. Or we can talk about when we make things like this scarf. So this is a one of a kind. It could never be duplicated because every time I make one, I run out of certain kinds of fabrics. I put them together in different ways. Even if I say these aren't fabrics, these are shirts and dresses and scarves being repurposed. So the kind of thing I make is representative of what I feel is like a real powerful truth for us, for all of us. Sometimes we really struggle with that sense of like, well, I'm not original, or I'm not unique, or I don't have anything really to offer that would be. And so we are trying to imitate or do what we think we see other people doing that we think is really beautiful. And it takes a little practice to be able to get in touch with our own inner beauty and the fact that whatever we make will have that stamp on it, right? It will have your stamp of the way you express, see, and are beauty. And I think that's part of why it's really terrifying to do our own original work, but it's also why it's so powerful. So we do need coaching in order to express ourselves as one of a kind, but we don't need coaching in order to be one of a kind. Does that make sense? Because you already are one of a kind. Nobody like you in the entire world. You're not here by mistake, and there's no accident, and you have something very valuable and beautiful and worthwhile to bring. And when we do it in terms of our art practice, it's really amazing because we can sit back in awe and go, whoa, I really did that. I really made that. I feel a lot of joy wearing this scarf. Again, boho patchwork scarf. It's in the shop at thesamanthawild.com. I hope this little tiny video gives you some thoughts to think about as you're creating and staying true and close to yourself, and not being afraid to see what comes out of you if you're willing to be brave and courageous and just make things that are completely as unique as you are. Thanks so much for being here with me. It's my pleasure to have you here. Don't forget, thumbs up, hit the subscribe button. You can hit the notification bell so you know every time a video comes out, usually on Fridays, but life gets pretty busy over here. And until next week, I hope that you have a really beautiful, totally original, and creative day.